Yo, what's up, my home slices? We are playing Soma. This is the last episode, part 21, the last episode of Soma ever. I hope you really enjoy it. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in this episode. But more than that, there's a lot of me talking in this episode. Finally, because I'm talking about the whole game. I hope you enjoy it. Go check it out. Mwah! What's up, peeps and homies and home bros? We're back with Les Soma. We're playing Les Soma. We're almost at the end of the game. At least I would assume so. Like, my god, we've been here a while.
Alright, flying's up and running.
Cool, thanks, bye.
A satellite is loaded into a shell. The shell is accelerated by electromagnets along the barrel.
Okay.
Enough momentum to escape Earth's gravity is gained before ingression.
So it must be...
Reaching space, the satellite will shed the shell and unfold. Onboard thrusters settle the satellite into an orbit.
Oh. And then it just orbits the Earth? Interesting. Whatever. Mission completed. On hold. After 10 years of impeccable operation, the Omega Space Gun will shut down, but it took an apocalypse to be made redundant. But why did they shut it down? Like, the whole point was that if they had been
Did you
using
find out
this...
what happened to the ARC team?
Oh,
Not
no.
really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the Ark back to Tau.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to repair those.
Yeah, you said it. Oh, wow, there's a few places to go here. Oh, no. How lost am I gonna get? That's the loading dock. That means that's not where we need to go now. Launch dome. Oh, no. The loading dock is where we need to go now. Let's go and do this. Let's go do this.
This feels like the longest day of my life.
This has been one...
I have no idea.
No ways.
Our time together is a confusing patchwork of moments to me.
What time is it then? What day?
It's May 11th, 2104, 3:30 a.m., but
Wow.
I don't remember when we started.
Me neither, man. But let's not think about that, okay? I mean, it has been. Like, I think maybe we played for 7 hours. We might have played for 7 hours or something like that. It's been a while, man. I mean, that is still a day, but no, in a game world...
I woke up in my bed today. It just happens to have happened 100 years ago.
Sounds like a riddle.
It does. I woke up in my bed today, 100 years ago. Who am I? Who am I?
Oh my god, this is all so full. Hello? Do not operate machinery without... I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it.
It's crazy to think where I am. Not only is this the future, it's in the middle of the sea. I know nothing of this time or what the world looks like.
Not much to brag about now. Before the comet, I guess it was okay.
Yeah, better not oversell it. Might change my mind about the Ark.
You seriously not gonna tell me what happened to your arm?
I had to make a quick stop at Site Alpha to help kill the WoW.
What? How? Why?
Humanity.
Okay. Hey, let's just get back to work.
Okay.
What will you do when you get into the Ark? What's the first thing?
Make sure the Ark is safe, stabilize flight path, activate solar panels.
Oh, what's the first human thing you're gonna do?
Oh. Watch the clouds roll by? Does that count?
I suppose so. I found it!
Alright, found the Ark.
Good job, Simon. Now we just need to find the assembly space so we can stuff the Ark into a shell.
We need to find what? How about this thing? It looks like a thing that I can put something in. That's what he said. Actually. Ah, here you go. Torpedo. Torpedo. No. Not in this one. Not in here. You don't want? Wow, that sucks. I'm lost. That's stairs. So this must be an elevator. Lego elevator. Hello? Dead body. Let's put it in.
I think I found the assembly space.
What do you see?
It's like a huge open shell, a bullet ready to be loaded.
That's great. All prepared for the Ark.
On it.
Okay, let me do this. This is Kathy.
Are you suggesting we keep
This
it
is...
down here?
No,
Doesn't
this is
that
Kathy.
defeat the whole purpose? Eternity among the stars, remember?
The people inside the Ark won't know the difference. We can just keep it down here, and we don't have to risk the Ark being shot through 5,000 meters of broken barrel, and then push through another 100,000 meters of a dust-filled atmosphere.
Will the casing stand all that pressure?
Yeah.
Well, the odds aren't great.
Catherine, say something.
I don't care what you think. I'm launching it.
No need to be like that. Let's just hang on to it for a while and think about it. We can launch it later.
No, that wasn't the deal. We made it to save them, to launch it. Out there, it's hope. Down here, it's a fucking terrarium waiting to die with the rest of us.
Come on, Catherine, it's not asking much. Let's just think about it before we risk the only hope humanity has to survive this hell.
No, we launch it today. This is my project, my Ark.
It's bigger than that. Don't you get it? It's not for you to decide. We're talking about the fate of mankind.
Get away from the Ark! I'm taking it.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this.
Stop it!
Guys, calm down!
Get away from me! No!
What the fuck did you do?
It was an accident.
Catherine, talk to me. Catherine.
Dead.
God. Catherine,
Did
Yeah.
you say something?
it's you. You had an accident.
What do you... Oh. You mean Catherine?
Yes.
Don't worry, it's better this way.
It looks like someone smacked you over the head, dude. It wasn't me. I swear it. Oh, I need the thing.
How did she die?
You got into a fight with your colleagues. They didn't want to risk launching the Ark. Thought it might not make it through the atmosphere.
They killed me?
I'm sure it was an accident. They were just trying to stop you from launching.
Yeah, no, ain't nothing like a death accident, man. The only death accident that happens is when some idiot runs in the middle of the
How could
road
they kill me?
Catherine,
at night or
I
something
know
like
I'm not
that.
an easy person to
Actually, I
like, I
suppose
just
there are ways to
didn't
have
trust
death
me.
accidents all the
come
time.
on, don't do this to yourself.
But this was not a death accident, come on. There is a broken up bloody spanner. And she is the only one. Like, come on, that is not an accident, dude. Ian Peterson decided that he was gonna kill her. Also,
Did you have friends in Toronto, Simon? Real friends?
There was some. Jesse, Sean, Kevin.
I always wanted a friend. Like a real one, someone you'd never hold back with.
I'll be your friend.
Ow, pity friendship? Now I feel even worse.
well, you ain't gonna get much more from me, fam.
Do you think the Ark will make it through the atmosphere and into space?
There you go.
It almost doesn't matter anymore. We just need to try. If we burn, we burn. If we're lucky, we just gave humanity a new chance, a whole new era. With the Ark on Earth, maybe we have a few decades of power to keep it running. In space, we have thousands of years.
Still, one hell of a gamble, though.
This was never about certainty. It's about hope.
Can I please have a say in this? I feel like I'm not a third person involved in this game. What I wanted to say is, why the hell wouldn't they just make another Ark? It's all data. There's no freaking reason, unless they're freaking out about, oh, but there's one person there, and there's one person there, and there's one person. Who fucking cares? You're already doing that. Get over yourselves. Get off your high horse. You can have one on the Earth as well as one in space, because then your faith, your hope is just everywhere. Idiots. Instead of killing everybody for it, there is an alternate
Is that
solution.
it?
I'm really not that familiar with guns of any size. Oh, here we go. All systems say go.
Lock and load.
Come back up and we'll head out to the gun.
Okay. I'm gonna take this though, alright? I don't like these noises. I do not like these noises. Let's go up. Up, 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 up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, I'm a giant suit and I have no hand. That's why I'm taking so long. I forget. Man, look at my hand. I mean, my non-existent. Look at my non-existent hand. Hello? Hello?
Now what?
Now we just need to get the shell into the gun and then, kaboom.
Aren't you forgetting something? How are you gonna get us on board the Ark? Don't we need to make another scan?
Oh, don't you worry. You don't operate something like the Omega space gun with your bare hands.
You mean, it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat and I'll guide you through the final steps.
Okay, let's go. There's still another whole section. Yeah. Yeah, what time? Bubbles. Hey, Bubbles. What's up? Hello? Hello? Open sesame. Open sesame. Hello? Fuck, man, you took a million years. Hello? Ooh. How far down? That's the floor. Wow. Oh my god. But the thing is, the gun is under the water. I thought maybe they put it in a tunnel. There's no ways they can shoot it underwater and it will get into space.
Oh. I'll never get used to that.
Wow.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat.
Fuck that shit, dude. Let's go explore it. Wow. This is just nuts. Awesome. Crazy, dude. Okay, let's get going. Let's see what happens. Warnings. Warnings. Oh, great. There's lots of warnings. Those look like bombs. I'm about to sit next to this.
Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
I suppose so.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
Oh. Oh, I'm doing stuff
How do you
now.
operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
What the hell? This is me, like I'm an AI. I need it over there. Go for it. There you go. And? Where do you need it? Over there? But the arrows are pointing this way and this way. What do you want? Hello? There you go, there you go. Why are these arrows pointing here and here then? That don't make no kind of sense. Oh, I see.
There we go.
There you go. Poof. He's done.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
Okay, push the button.
Here we go. No turning back.
Let's go!
Don't mention.
It's an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
I don't know if I trust her so much.
Time, 20 seconds.
Let's
What's
go!
the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I might make it. Nope, I'm not gonna make it.
10 seconds. 9,
Great.
8,
Awesome for me.
7,
I'm gonna be stuck down here.
You gotta be kidding me!
How lovely!
4,
You asshole!
3,
Come on, load!
2,
Yes! Fuck yeah, we made it!
It's just a scan, bruh. It's just a scan, bruh.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yep.
Catherine? Catherine?
Nope.
I'm here.
Oh.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen.
Yeah.
You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You
There
lost
you
the coin
go.
toss. We
Jesus.
both did. Just like Simon at Omicron, just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
No. This is
Thank
bullshit.
you.
We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survives, that something lives on.
No.
I can understand the resentment.
Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck you, Catherine. You lied. And I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're
No,
getting
she
on the
didn't.
fucking Ark.
No.
We were on the Ark, you idiot! I didn't lie.
Yeah.
I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance. You
Fuck! Catherine? Please don't leave me
I
alone.
have so much to say and I can't say any of it.
Catherine?
I need to learn to be an observer more than a speaker sometimes. So that was Soma. That was Soma. That's how it ends. I don't know, man. Okay, Marco, dude, we gotta leave the credits in just because credits are due where credits are due. So let's go through these credits. But in the meantime, let's chat a little bit. Finally, we can have a little bit of a chat session. So, dudes, this game was one hell of a game. If I'm being honest, it will only get a 6 out of 10 from me. I think there were too many things in it that annoyed me and bugged me. There were too many times I got stuck. I had to go and research what to do. What else you want me to say, man? I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I think I spent more time in this game being frustrated than I did enjoying myself. And even I would say I spent more time being frustrated than I did being scared. This is a horror game. That is not supposed to be the case. I always tell people, if you're going to make a good horror game, make the puzzles as simple and easy and fun as possible. A horror game should not have all this technical stuff, like there's this tiny little switch in the corner of this room somewhere, go and switch that. You should not be doing that shit. And I know that they did this in Amnesia, and I know that Custom Stories did this in Amnesia as well, even though that wasn't Frictional Games' fault, but still. All of that is always why I got pissed off at these games, and this game was no different. In fact, this game was a lot worse in that regard when it came to actually figuring out what to do. It felt like I couldn't play the game and be immersed because I was constantly having to be on the lookout for every tiny little thing that could create progress for myself. And as a result, I then got progress driven instead of immersed into the game, and therefore I just wanted to finish it instead of actually enjoying the game. So that was a huge issue that I had with this game. In fact, that's pretty much the biggest thing I want to say because it pisses me off. If you're gonna make a game, especially you frictional games, you guys should know better than this. But whatever. The game itself was great. The story was intriguing. The story actually wasn't as phenomenal as I thought initially. It was actually a lot more basic. It was just an AI that developed flesh and turned itself into mutations and started taking over the ecosystem. Cool, that's one. Then there was a comet that came down and crashed on the Earth, and now we're launching the Ark into space. Oh. This is a new place. And I'm in my human body. Oh, no.
Is this... Did it work?
No. You see, at this point... Do you know that Rick and Morty episode where Rick and the family go and they kill all the other Rick and Morty clones? And then those clones have made clones and those clones have made clones. That's the issue with this, is that as soon as you feel like you can just create endless versions of yourself, you become obsolete. Like right now, this is Simon, and in his mind, he's still real, and he's having a real experience. You know, when we went to Brandon 1 and we brought him to life, he was alive. And then you just shut him down. And then he's not alive anymore. And it's kind of fucked up, but it's also kind of like, well, then is life actually life? Like, who actually gives a shit? You know, like, Simon's going to freak out because he's got a very human mind. He can't understand all of this. But if you're a far more evolved, like Catherine was a lot more evolved with this whole idea, she even said she didn't feel like she was human. And she didn't give two shits about all of it. You know, I think it's very much... Ah, beautiful. I think it's very much... Ah, beautiful, man. Can I wander the Ark now? This is the Ark. Man, it's such a good job. So is this just all data? This is just zeros and ones, and we see it. And that's also what I wanted to talk about, is that the physical world is literally like that. The physical world is made up of, in fact, it's energy, obviously, but specifically it's vibration. Everything, every single thing that is solid in this physical world actually is vibrating on a molecular level. And there's a whole bunch of research about it, but I've never researched it. I just know this stuff from intuition and talking to guides and stuff. I know that's going to freak some people out. I know that's going to intrigue some other people. So there you go. Have some information about me. I just want to bask in the beauty that is this zeros and ones. Man, it's so gorgeous. Oh my god. Now this is the kind of game that I can get behind. Dude. It's just looking like there's no animals though. I hear them though. I hear them. I do hear them. Welcome. If you're reading this, you have successfully entered the Ark. This survey is designed to give the developers a better understanding of your subjective experience and how to improve your well-being. Awesome. I was just thinking about how can I remember the things I wanted to talk about this game. And here we go. How would you describe your physical condition? I guess I feel normal now. Maybe I would still say I feel fake. But whatever. How would you describe your mental condition? Yeah, I still feel that way. Like I just said. How would you describe your senses? I feel blocked. You know what it feels like? It feels like my soul, if I'm putting myself into Simon's shoes, it feels like my soul isn't actually a part of me anymore. How would you describe the sensation of your new condition? It's disconnecting. Are you troubled by the fact you are no longer strictly human? Yeah, I think I feel okay about that. How do you perceive your new experience? I suppose so. Because now we are human. Do you think this new existence will be a life worth living? Yes. Yes, it will be. Otherwise we won't. Answers. Would you rather be removed from the project and accept death? No. Look at this beautiful place. Let's go. Your answers have been saved. Why would I choose to be dead when you've created such a beautiful world like this? I mean, literally, it might as well be God. Just saying, there's zeros, there's ones. Have a world. I mean, if you can do that, look at that. Then who cares? Let's just play. Let's just go. I'm just gonna continue being alive. These are rocks. Now, what I do have to wonder, though, is why am I alone? Why did they install that thing in a cave? And what the hell is going on? Is this actually a happy ending? Not for that one Simon, obviously. Catherine? But definitely for this Simon over here. What up, home dog?
We actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
Well, she's not going to mention that we left the others behind.
Everything's all right now.
So we're in space now. Oh. What's going on? That's the Earth. One comet did that? No, I don't believe it. I'm sorry, but I don't believe it. If a comet that big comes to the Earth and plummets in the Earth, no, dude. The Earth is going to explode. Look at the damage done there. That's all. That's a global damage. If a comet that big came, the Earth was going to explode. That wasn't gonna exist anymore. But beautiful, but beautiful. It is beautiful. I like the ending. I'm happy with the ending. I wasn't happy with the ending before the credits, where we just left Simon there. I thought I wanted to know a little bit more about what he thought about the whole situation and what he's gonna do. But I like this ending. Man, I got a frickin' clogged up nose and it's the most annoying thing. Okay, dude, I'm done now. Thanks. Great. Vast and major and fantastic and whatnot, but it's going on a long time. That's the other thing, is that there were just moments of this game that felt like they went on and on and on. Not in terms of the actual game, and not in terms of my gameplay, because I know I also go on and on. We got achievement the end, they're not us. I know I also go on and on. In my games, I take a long time to play my games, but there were so many concepts that the player should have had time to sit back and think about. But they just kept throwing more and more information. There were moments where we sat for 5 minutes while these guys just talked back and forth. Meanwhile, I'm sitting trying to figure out the first sentence that they said. That pissed me off beyond note. This game has the ability to expand the player's mind. But instead, the game is like, you can't focus on even half of what's going on because it's all going so quickly. I wanted to talk about physical manifestation and the repercussions of the WoW on physical manifestation. I wanted to talk about spiritual evolution and human evolvement in amongst all of this because it fits in perfectly. I had zero time to talk about any of that because I had zero time to even think about any of it because the game kept throwing more information at me. Now, it's all great, it's all grand and good that you want to make a game that is slow-paced and then quick-paced and slow-paced and quick-paced and then slow-paced, but you want to make the game quick. It doesn't work that way. If you need to make a game like this, make it 20 hours. Nobody cares. I would rather have, okay, maybe 20 hours is long, but 10 hours? I'd rather have a 10-hour game that lets me actually think about what I'm playing, than a 6 or 7 hour game that cramps all that worth, 10 hours worth, into 6 or 7 hours, and just makes me play the game, and now I have to go and sit back and think about these 6 and 7 hours and what I can learn from it. I don't like that. I want to try and learn as I'm playing the game. This is actually pretty negative of a review, isn't it? Well, unfortunately, I think that's the way it is. The game itself was terrifying. It was a great horror game. Definitely you need a lot of patience to play it, though. It's definitely a game where you need a lot of patience, and as a result, you need a lot of time. And unfortunately, that's where my fault is that I'm not very patient right now because I've got so much going on that when I play games, it's more like I want to finish this game. And I don't think that's the right way to play games, especially it wasn't the right way to play this game. But it is what it is. I think we've just gotten through it now. We've learned what we can learn. We've had a good time. Some real major scares as well. Some hilarious moments. But other than that, I think we're all good and done and good in the hood. So, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Guys, go check out the series from the start. It's really worth it. I know I just spent the last 10 minutes complaining about the game. But no, the series itself is super phenomenal. The story is super intriguing. The scares are amazing. The monsters are incredible, like there were. I know I just took a whole dump on this game, but there were some really cool moments. Giant sea creatures, you're underwater, you have little robot friends, multiple different monsters, all in one game. And the concept, the story was sensational. That's why it pissed me off, though, that I couldn't have time to think about it as the story was unfolding. But you guys, luckily, are watching this on video, so you can, if you need to, you can sit and think about what's going on. Pause and sit and think if you're that kind of person. But if you're not, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the series. Also then, once you're done with the series, go and check out other series. We got a bunch of Amnesia, also frictional games. I also want to do Amnesia Rebirth and Amnesia the Bunker. I've never played either of those, and I have both of them sitting waiting for us. Now that we have this sexy-ass new computer, we might as well go and do that. So, yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next episode of whatever I make next. Bye!